All right. So, hi, everybody. I wanted to do a little announcement stuff first, and then I'm going to do, I'm going to talk at you,
Yeah, really?
at you, but now I'm going to talk to you about something, and then I will then leave time for questions, hopefully. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to try not to talk too fast.
I'm
And
gonna mute myself.
if you have questions while I'm talking, just either spit it out or raise your hand or something. I'm not going to put y'all on mute or anything. So if you have questions while I'm talking, just do it. Ask the question. Okay. So first thing is we need to do another. Well, first thing is we did that Crockpot free group, and I think a lot of you added, or most of you added, a lot of people to it, right? Stacy, did you? I think you did too, right?
I did.
Yeah. So this is it. I need to take that group down because I can only administer so many groups before Facebook gets upset with me. So I need to take the group down. I'll give you guys another week or so to keep it up. But what I would do, and in the future, what you should do is go back into the group and print the members page, click on members, and then print it out, and then pick out all the people that you added and message them. Start conversations with them about, thanks for joining the group. It was nice to have you. We have ongoing accountability. This is what I said. We have ongoing accountability groups, and we'd love to talk to you about if you would like to talk about health and fitness and your goals. I'm here for you. That's all I said. And it started a couple conversations, so that's good. But use it as an opportunity to get those people into your little funnel. And it may take 5 or 6 free groups before they start talking to you about something, and that's okay. Just use this as an opportunity. And so I am going to take that group down in about a week, which means that I'm going to remove all the people one by one, all 400 of them, and then close the group. I can't believe it was so big. That's crazy. And then, okay, so that's one thing. And then I'd like to do another free group, and I really already have most of the content. We did it last year, and it was super successful. Lots of people, lots of engagement, lots of fun, and it was a butt challenge. And I think last year we did it as a 10-day, and so this time I'm just going to do it as a 7-day, and because people drop off at the end, and it's just not worth our time. So I don't know. Do you guys have a date that sounds good to you guys? I'm looking at the calendar. So
10th?
The 10th. You want to start it on the 10th, so Monday to Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do that. I'm going to write these things down, and then I'll put them in the group. Okay. All right, so October 10th, we will start a butt group. I think somebody's doing, is it Nikki? Are you doing a free eating group right now? Clean eating group?
No, not me.
I think it's Heather.
I think it's Heather.
Yeah.
That's Heather.
Group on 10.
I'm doing a sugar detox one with Julie.
Neat. I like her. She's neat. Okay. There's that. Good. That's awesome. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we are going to do another Coach Basics group. We're revamping the content as we speak. We're not quite ready to roll it out yet, but we're getting there. So I don't know when we're going to do it. We were trying to kick it off this week, but it's just not, there's no way we're going to be done with the content yet. So
Sorry, what are you talking about? I'm sorry.
Coach Basics. It's okay, Coach Basics.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
So we're not going to push it off too far. So I would imagine it's either going to start we'll start on a Sunday. It'll be the 9th or the 16th with a kickoff Zoom call that evening, Sunday evening. And then it'll be 28 days, I believe, and we'll have 2 more Zoom calls during it, as well as content every day. So that's in the pipeline. It's not too far off, I don't think. We didn't want to put it off too much because we all have people, either we have people or our coaches have people that have people. So So that's that. Okay, now I'm going to talk at you. So please feel free to interrupt me with questions. I was going to talk about Facebook and just kind of like general guidelines, I guess, about, what to do and kind of maybe what not to do a little bit. Whoa, Kimberly just.
Sorry. Yeah,
Um,
sorry. No.
That's kind of funny. Anyway, oh, aren't you cute with your hair? Okay, there you are again. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about how many posts per day, all right? And really, it's more of a ratio, but I'll get to that in a second. So how many posts per day? You need to be posting on Facebook, or are we all Facebook? I know, Stacy, I know you're on Facebook, but
Yeah.
Is that your primary mode of communication on social media? It's not Instagram, is it? I think she froze a little bit. I think she's Facebook. I see her on Facebook all the time, so I'm going to go with that. So, yeah, Facebook. Stacy, are you primarily not Instagram?
Oh, I'm both.
But what's your primary mode? Is it Facebook?
Yeah,
Okay.
through Instagram. I have all my Instagrams posts go to Facebook.
Okay. Well, I'll talk about that too, actually. Let me tell you something about that real quick. So Instagram and Facebook are owned by two different companies. And when you post from Instagram to Facebook, Facebook kind of hides it a little bit. So if you're going to do that, you can post the same post on both modalities, but it's best to copy and paste your whatever you post on Instagram instead of sharing it from Instagram to Facebook, but actually taking the content, posting it, on your own. You can use the same picture, but don't share it from Instagram because the way that Facebook works and the algorithms that they use, it doesn't get seen as much.
I thought that Facebook owned Instagram.
They might now, that might be recent, but I don't know. It's funny because a couple days ago, I was noticing that some people's Instagrams were getting more likes than they used to. And so I wonder if that's why. So, but whatever, just make sure that you're paying attention to what's getting seen, I guess, just so you don't waste your time in one place or expect it to get more mileage than you think it is. Okay, so how many posts? You need to be on your social media every single day. If I'm on Instagram, not as like a storefront kind of thing, I just don't know how to use it that way. So I don't really post on Instagram every day, but I do post on Facebook every day and sometimes more than once. But here's the thing. So in terms of your Beachbody stuff, it should be 5 regular non-Beachbody posts to every 1 Beachbody post. Okay. So if you post twice a day, then you've got Monday, Tuesday, 1 post on Wednesday, Beachbody. Does that make sense? If you post once a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is a horrible day to put a Beachbody post up, but you know what I mean. You get my drift. So you don't want to do more than that because, and here's why. Because so Facebook is your storefront, okay? And if somebody comes into your store and they just maybe sent you a friend request or you sent them a friend request and they accepted, they're going to come into your store to check out what's in your store, man. And they're going to go look in your store and they're going to see everything that's in your store, your family, your, funny posts about your pets, Beachbody, blah, blah, blah. But if they see Beachbody, 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 they'll be like, I don't like this store so much. It's too much of the same thing. So they might not listen as much to you if you're constantly posting about Beachbody. So, can you post a picture of you post-workout, sweaty? Absolutely. Don't mention the workout. Don't mention Beachbody. Don't hashtag it Team Beachbody Coach. Don't hashtag it Coach Life. Because all you're trying to do is show who you are, okay? You're trying to say, this is what I'm about. I'm about exercise. I'm about eating clean. I'm about taking care of my family. I'm about animals or, whatever it is that you're into. And so you want to put that kind of stuff in there, but you just want to make sure and sprinkle in Beachbody because you don't want to lose people I don't know if you guys have friends who do other multi-level marketing stuff, but if you pay attention, like every once in a while for fun, I go to some of the Plexus people's website or Facebook pages just to look, and Stacy's smiling because it's probably the same people that we know. Okay.
I were one.
You were one. Really?
Yes.
I love that. That's awesome. And here's why, because you can give us insight into what's going on there, and maybe not today, but that's really awesome. There's 2 people that I know that are Plexus people in the Woodlands, and when you go to their page, they are Plexus this, Plexus that, Plexus this, Plexus, oh right, I have a family, Plexus this, Plexus that, Plexus this. Oh, look at
One of my new coaches is was an old Plexus. So, yeah.
Come to the bright side.
And she's in the Woodlands too.
Well, okay, so do you mind, who is it?
It's Merlinda McLean, but she's OT works with me. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I have an old Advocare.
Nice.
Awesome.
And, she's currently Rodan Fields as well, so that's the one that she's actively working. But at least she has that experience.
It's
and
good.
then I see all the time. I have one friend from high school that is inviting me like every day
to the LuLaRoo. I don't know what it is.
And I'm just like, oh God, please don't ever let me turn into that.
Okay, so that's my point. Is it annoying to you, or do you enjoy it?
No, it's to
annoying.
the point where I might have to unfriend her.
Don't be that guy. Yeah? Okay. Don't be that guy or girl.
I've started actually declining, saying, no, I can't go to your virtual event in my pajamas. I got to wash my hair.
My pajamas need to be ironed. Okay, so that's my point, okay? So you now know that those people drive you nutty. Don't drive everybody nutty, okay? It's okay to post about your exercise. Like, I took a really funny picture this morning. I thought it was funny. And I'm actually going to post it tomorrow. And maybe other people don't think it's funny. I think it's funny that I work out in my jammies. I think that's funny.
I think it's awesome that you can work out in your jammies. And
so I will post a picture of me working at my jammies. And I'll say, well, I don't know what I'm going to say, but, like, today's workout is brought to you by Polka Dots. And that's it. I'm not going to say anything. Not what workout I did, not how sweaty I got, not how what an idiot you are because you don't work out. None of that. I'm just going to say, I get to work out my jammies. You just went to the gym, whatever. But that's my point. That's my point, dumbhead. So anyway, but that is not a Beachbody post. That is a Kim post. That is a Kimberly Mitchell. She works out post. Okay. But
she works out.
I worked out. Okay. So one Beachbody post to every 5 non-Beachbody posts. However, be consistent. Don't go a day without posting. Even if you post a picture of a bag of cauliflower rice and say, what do I do with this? Post something every day. You got to be consistent because you will lose followers. Only because Facebook, the way that Facebook works is if you are not consistent about posting, they don't put your stuff to the front of your friend's newsfeed. You've got to be consistent, okay? Please do me a favor. Please. None of you do this. I'm not really talking to you guys so much. I'm talking to the general public of who may see this video. But do not post political stuff on Facebook. If you walked into a store, okay?
Political or negative?
I'm getting there too. But yes, that's very true. If you walked into a store, a retail store, okay, and they had all manner of political stuff up, I don't care what side you're on, would you want to hang out in there and buy their clothes?
Turn around and go out.
See what I'm saying? Okay. This is your storefront. Do not post political stuff. It alienates people and it alienates you from them. Do not do that.
Okay, so riddle me this. How is it that political stuff is alienating and religious stuff isn't?
Okay.
It depends on how much religious stuff to me. You know what I'm saying?
I think to some extent, religious stuff is not, it's not alienating, it's just narrowing the market
Yes.
big time.
How would political posts not be narrowing the market?
It is narrowing your market. It's actually ruining your market. Whereas religious stuff doesn't ruin it so much, I don't think.
What does?
But it narrows.
It narrows it big time. But here's why religion and
There are things you don't talk about. You don't talk about religion and politics. You talk about the way.
I agree.
But here's the thing, though. And I think here's where the difference is. And this is something that Nikki just said. Don't be negative on Facebook. If you walked into a store and the person said, "Get out, I hate you, I don't like you," or you walk into a store and the person says, "Can you believe what that girl just did? Oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah." That's the first thing you hear. That's the same thing as posting something negative on Facebook. The four of you, I have not seen you do that. Totally fine with what you're doing, but people out there do, and I just want to make a point that do not do that. It's not even, I think just in general, like, I'm a very positive person. People call me Pollyanna all the time, but I'm not really. Kimberly and Nikki have spent enough time with me to know that I'm really not that positive all the time, but I'm not going to go air my dirty laundry. I'm not going to walk into a big room, okay, at work, or walk into a big room of 12 people at a pony club meeting and go, "Oh my gosh, guess what happened today?" I'm just not going to do that in general. So why would I do it in front of thousands of people on Facebook? Not because I'm trying to build my business, not because I'm trying to be somebody I'm not, because that's just not a forum for it. Right? Okay.
No.
It's just not. And
I have a situation with, I know sometimes Beachbody wants you to tell your story. But
yes.
sometimes I think sometimes some of the story doesn't need to be told.
Yeah, you are right. I agree with you. I think there's parts maybe that this is what I'm understanding about stories too, is that you don't tell a piece of your story that you don't have a solution to, because then that's just whining.
I like that.
Okay, so if you go out there and you tell a piece of your story that you don't have an answer to, you're publicly whining.
Right.
And that's not great. But if you have a piece of your story that you have found an answer to, then you're helping somebody else who has the same thing, or maybe has the same situation, or knows somebody else. You're helping somebody. You're not just out there going, "Woe is me.
Right.
I'm bad in
Exactly.
I'm chubby. I am chubby right now. I am having some issues with my midsection. I have not found a solution yet. I'm not going to go talk about it yet. When I figure it out and my stomach flattens out, you better bet I'm going to go talk about it, because
What's on your arm?
Oh, I got the tennis elbow.
PCO taping?
Got the KT tape.
Yeah.
Got the tennis elbow.
Oh, but Kim, I mean, your midsection looks great, and there's an explainable, like, medical reason.
Exactly.
I mean, it's different.
You know what the explainable reason is? I ate too much when I was in Portland. No, I ate too much.
Different than my wine belly.
I ate too much when I was in Portland. I ate too much bread. I ate bread like 9 times a day. It was bad. What's up, Daddy? Yeah, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. Go get your own water and tell Daddy that you're ready. Let's see. So anyway, so I'm happy to talk about it because it is part of my story. I have a thyroid condition, but this is not my thyroid. I just had my thyroid checked. It's fine. This was me eating too much and then not being able to rein it in when I got home. And so I'm excited to tell what happens on the other side. I'm about 2 pounds away from being able to talk about it, but 2 pounds on my frame, it's a lot. So I'm in half weight. And I will not take pictures of it and put it on Facebook because I'm kind of uncomfortable about that, in the same sense that I wouldn't walk into a meeting and lift up my shirt and go check out my abs. I wouldn't do that. Okay. So on Facebook, I am the same person that I am in real life. And that's what I think. Like, if I'm about to post something, I think, would I go do this in front of 100 people? Can you fill this up, please? In front of 100 people in a meeting. Would I do that? If I say yes, then I'm like, okay, great, I'll post it on Facebook. If I'm like, oh my gosh, no, then I wouldn't post it on Facebook because it's the same thing, all right? So maybe run a little filter on yourself a little bit and go, would I do this at a meeting? Maybe, maybe not. Because like, let's say 40 people like a post. That means that probably about 400 people saw it. Right? Okay, so there you go. And hopefully you guys are adding people to your Facebook network daily, right?
I'm getting better at that. That's actually really hard for me to do because I guess it's probably just because my own thing where it's like, why is this rando like friend requesting me? Forget that. You know, so I guess I kind of look at it through my own filter, but I have done better with that.
Okay, let me give you another storefront analogy of that. If somebody walks in, if somebody wants to come into your retail store, are you going to go, I don't know you, don't come in?
No, but if you go look at their retail store and they have 1 or 2 pictures and 1 or 2 friends,
Then you don't.
Then no,
because
we
that's
don't.
fake. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And that requires a little bit of discernment for sure.
Right.
I mean, you kind of like if it's somebody that I know or that I 64 mutual friends with somebody,
Right.
fine. But if it's somebody that has 2 friends, I'm going to do first thing I'm going to do is go look at their profile. And if they have 2 friends and 2 pictures, then I just delete the thing.
Yeah.
If they have 100 friends and they know somebody that I know, I'm probably going to be okay with it. The reason why they only have 2 mutual friends is because they don't have enough friends, and that's okay. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, I think, friend requesting people is a little scary. And so but you need to be sending out friend requests. In addition to accepting friend requests, you need to be sending out friend requests because that's how we expand our market. And it's basically, bringing people into your story. And you think about like, why are you here? Why are you doing Beachbody? To help other people, right? To help people feel better, to help people get good results, to help people feel the way that you feel. So if you really want to help more people, you're going to have to expand your market. You just have to. And if you're expanding your market on Beachbody, then you're going to have to add people on a regular basis. So you really should be adding about 5 people a day or about 30 to 35 people a week, or sending friend requests, I should say. And we can talk about strategies about that another time. I don't want to do that right now because that's like a little more detail that I don't want to get into right now. Okay. One sticky note, done. When you take pictures, make sure that, and you post them on Facebook, make sure that the lighting is good. There's some new stuff going on with Facebook and they're not posting crappy pictures anymore. So if you have a picture with bad lighting, they're posting it, but it won't get, it has an algorithm in it that it'll get pushed down. So make sure that if you're going to go to the effort to take a picture and put it up on Facebook, make sure that you have spent some time looking at it and make sure that the lighting's right. If the lighting's not right, there are a million apps out there that if you love the picture, like you're like, this is a great picture, people. You love the picture, but the lighting is crappy. Go to one of those, I'm just going to look real quick and tell you what the apps are where you can change the lighting. You can do it in an iPhone, but PicStitch is the one I was thinking of, and Snapseed and Photofy are all good ones that you can change a little bit and make them look nicer and higher quality. So that's just a general thing. Okay. Now, I'm not going to scare Kimberly because she does it a lot. I'm going to scare Nikki and Stacy and anybody else who listens. Going live is not that bad. It's not that scary. It's kind of fun. And Nikki, you've done it. I know you have a couple of times now.
I meant to do it like every Sunday, but with Robin's surgery, and I just kind of got
And then you had a wedding, so.
Yeah.
And then you got married. But yeah, I try to do it once a week, twice a week sometimes. They tell you not to do it every day. It's kind of annoying every day. But the thing is, it really does boost your affinity on Facebook a lot. So I highly recommend it. don't be afraid of it. It's super fun. But if you're new to it and you're like, oh, I'm a little scared, I don't know, blah, blah. Oops, Kimberly fell again. You can make yourself a little sticky note of the things that you're going to talk about, and just kind of peek over at it every once in a while. Like, just peek over it and make sure you're staying on task. And then set yourself a timer and stop at 5 minutes. 5 to 6 minutes is plenty. Any more than that, the problem with it is if it's any longer than that, when people are going through your feed or whatever, they're gonna get bored. Even if it's really interesting, it's just too long. We're just a messed up country, and everything has to be in short little snippets now. So keep it to 5 minutes or less, and you'll do great with it. And it's not scary.
I wish we could turn the cameras around though, because everything's backwards.
Oh yeah, I know.
When we're trying to look, but you can't see and say, "Hey, how are you doing today?" You know, whoever's on, you can't say anything to them if it's turned around backwards.
Right. You can do it from your computer.
Oh, I don't know.
You could.
You
You
can
can
go
also
live
set.
from your computer?
What?
You can
You
also
go
set it
live.
up in front of your mirror.
Oh, that's a good call.
Oh.
That's a
Good
good
call.
idea.
That's how I Periscope.
Oh, so you know how to do live. Okay, it's time to go
Oh,
live
yeah.
on Facebook, girlfriend.
Okay, so we need to practice in front of a mirror.
So, okay, I'm just plugging my computer in because it wants
Good
to.
call.
All right, so that's good. Well, good. Stacy, you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Thank you, Stacy.
you're welcome.
So get on there, girlfriend. Rip the Band-Aid off. Okay, so what happens when you go live and you have people, I'm sorry, I'm surrounded by laundry now. It's all folded though. Anyway, so what happens when you go live and people show up and people comment, or even they just say hi? You know, what do you do with that? Like, do you just let it go? No. You do. You say hi, but what do you do after the video's over? Or maybe the video's been up for 2 or 3 days. And I'm not going to leave y'all much time to talk. But if the video's been up for 2 or 3 days and people are still commenting on it, what do you do with that? Do you just go, "Ooh, neat"? No, you don't. You actually send them a message and say, "Hey, thanks for checking out my live video. Let me know if you have any questions." You don't have to write a big message, but just acknowledge them. People like to be noticed. People like to be acknowledged. They like to know that you noticed that they were there. So don't miss that opportunity. Another sticky note done. I talked about free group follow-up. When you do a Beachbody post, okay, so you do an invite maybe, or you post something and say, "Hey, does anybody want to try Shakeology? I just got a new box of packets in, blah, blah, blah." If somebody likes the post but doesn't comment, do you just ignore that? No, Mrs. James, you do not. You send them a message and say, "Hey, thanks for liking my post about Shakeology. Let me know if you have any questions."
I'm Dr. James, thank you.
That's a good point. You are Dr. James. I'm just going to call you Doc. Dak. So
I'm so
Can I
glad
call
about
you Dr.
that. I
Steffen?
guess I don't know what that means when they just like it.
do you
And I'm
care?
like, I asked you to comment and you didn't. You liked
Okay.
it.
Okay,
But they liked it.
I'm going to give
That's
you
their
another.
comment.
I'm going to give you another storefront analogy. This is my thing tonight. Storefront analogies. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Storefront analogy. You have a retail shop. You have cute clothes in there. Somebody walks up and goes and looks at the clothes and looks at it for a little while, actually. Takes a good peek at it and then puts it back. If you own a retail store, are you just going to go,
Well, I would because I'm stupid.
"No, you wouldn't"? You go, "Hey, do you like that dress? I have it in a bunch of sizes."
Ah,
Okay. Point taken. I mean, point made. Hopefully, point taken. That's what you're going to do. I mean, okay. So Like, so we're going to post, so, okay, here's one. We're going to post an invite to your butt group, to your butt challenge, to our butt challenge, okay? And y'all are welcome to post as well. I'll put together a posting schedule and we can divvy it up. It's fine. We're going to do a butt group and you're going to post it and you have 40 people who say, yeah, count me in, and 12 people who like your post. Are you just going to ignore the 12 people, or are you going to go, hey, thanks for liking my challenge, my free butt challenge post. Do you want in? What are you going to do? You tell me.
I was a liker, not a commenter. Just saying.
Did it work for you?
I'm here.
So you're Tanya's, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And did she reach out to you and say, hey, thanks for liking my post?
she did.
And look where you are now. What are you? Are you a customer? Mm-hmm. Are you a coach? Uh-huh. Are you a working coach?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Example right there. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that she was a liker, not a commenter. Tanya reached out to her and said, hey, girl, do you want in? And look where she is now. She's a working coach. That's what happens when you make the effort to comment or to follow up with people who like your Beachbody posts. Don't be afraid. You might get a working coach.
That's right.
Or you might get ignored, which is totally fine too. Let it go.
That's your no.
That's your no.
That's your not right now.
Right, exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. So don't be afraid of that. That's not scary at all. I mean, Stacy's an awesome example of what can happen when a coach reaches out. Awesome. And I bet you money, Stacy's going to reach out too, because that's what made her go, you know what? This girl actually cares about me. I think I could do that. I think I could be a part of that group. Kimberly's making funny faces.
I'm making a
Kimberly.
face at one of the twins who just
Okay.
told me that she wants to become a tap dancer.
Oh,
That's fancy. So really, that's all I had for you guys. We have a whole 5 minutes left. So I want y'all to, any comments, questions, unrelated questions or comments are welcome as well. So go for it. There she is.
I think Kimberly needs to go onto a bench and do some squats off a bench.
I have to do what?
She did push-ups off a bench for her 22 push-ups.
Off a bench? I did not.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
that.
did.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
Oh, look at that. We're watching you.
Yeah. So today is supposed to be my last day of push-ups, but I have to get like students and faculty or something involved for my last day of push-ups. So I'm just having to
make it
post
special.
day
You have
22.
to make it special tomorrow.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
Friday.
cool.
They'll get involved.
Let me give you some action steps, y'all.
Please do.
Yay. Okay, action steps. Add 5 people a day to your Facebook. Don't send out more than 20 friend requests in a day because Facebook will shut you down. They'll think you're a fake or something.
Okay.
Don't do that. So don't load up. So add 5 to 10 a day or whatever to where you get to 35 requests. Y'all need to remind me, I need to talk to you about how to monitor that in terms of removing people from that you've requested that haven't responded, because that's also important, and Facebook monitors that as well. So we need to talk about that at some point. We do not have time right now. Oh shoot, you know what I forgot to talk about is challenge packs, and I do want to tell you guys, the challenge packs, the same ones that are on sale right now, will go through October, and some of them into October.
And Coeur de Force in November.
Quarter Force November. Woohoo. And actually that goes up on October 31st.
Yes. Oh, October 3rd is a
Yeah, October 3rd is the sneak peek, but
Yes.
the challenge packs will actually be active on October 31st.
But you also get something on October 3rd for posting it on Instagram.
Oh, there's a contest. You're
Twitter.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, post it on Instagram. You hashtag it Quarter Force and hashtag sweepstakes.
Yeah.
On Instagram or Twitter, and you'll be entered to win a base kit plus $1,500, and they're doing 3 of them, so go for it.
Cool.
And then, the challenge packs are the same. So it's a really good opportunity because those are the most popular challenge packs. I think Size, Pio, and 22-minute hardcore are going to go a few days into November as well.
Okay.
So all the 21-day fix come down on the 1st of November.
And y'all know T25 and 21 Day Fix Extreme went into the Beachbody On Demand.
And Hammer and Chisel.
Yes.
So
I'm starting Hammer and Chisel on Monday.
I'm on week 6. It's the best. I'm so loving it. It's so much fun. Okay, good. So there's a minute and a half left. Any quick questions? Real quick.
Not yet.
Okay, good. So
I'm
action steps.
SC3 and will be 5 by the end of tomorrow. Gonna do it.
Nice. Good job. Good girl.
I don't know who that's gonna be, but it'll be someone.
You're gonna get there. I love it. So action steps: add people, go live, be consistent with your posting. Post once a day at least, and remember the 1 to 5 ratio. Don't be negative, and don't post about politics, especially right now. It's too magnetizing.
Weird.
It's just too magnetizing. Is that the word I'm looking for? Polarizing.
Polemic.
Polarizing. That's the word I'm looking
Polemic.
for. Polemic. That's a
Ooh, nice.
polarizing was what I was thinking of. It just pulls people to either side, and that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're on social media for. So
No.
Okay, dandy. All positive, all good things.
Awesome.
I'll see y'all next week.
Oh, I like that. That's Frozen. All good, all positive.
Yay. All good things. All right, bye guys.
That's all off.